So chapter 1, the ISO problem. Every time we start a virtual machine, we start with an ISO file where we install all components of an operating system in a hardware, and there are a lot of manual steps. It's repetitive, and the configuration, they tend to drift apart. Every virtual machine have manual steps and a lot of steps that you have to do in certain way. There is no standardization, means the infrastructure gets messy after a long time, and the pain scales as your infrastructure scales from 10 to 100 virtual machines. So every time you are creating a new virtual machine, you are wasting your time and you are increasing your administrative overhead throughout the time. And for the future, your whole infrastructure is very messy, and different virtual machines have different configurations which are very hard to sync, and it's very difficult to manage such infrastructure. So what if you can spin up all your virtual machine with a single image, and within 10 seconds you can scale up, scale down, and all the scaling, all the virtual machine has same configuration, and you can manage it properly with your own customized tools and packages that you actually want for them to have when you install, and you have a ready to go virtual machine. So for that we have a solution: Ubuntu Server Cloud Images. That's the right way to set up your Proxmox and all your infrastructure. So Ubuntu already has a pre-built cloud server images for your environment, and you can use it any way you like, and you don't have to keep reinstalling your operating system whenever you have new virtual machine to deploy. So first I'll show you where Ubuntu releases these image files. In your browser, you can go to cloudimages.ubuntu.com/noble/current. If you go directly to cloudimages.ubuntu.com, you can see all the releases here. So we want to use the latest one with Ubuntu Server 24.404, which is a LTS version. So click Noble, and here you can go to the current one, and from there, here you can see all the different format of a cloud image server. So here what we need is this Noble Server Cloud Image AMD64. We need AMD64 image because that's what our CPU architecture supports. So from here, what you can do is you can just right click and copy the link address, go to your Proxmox, and then you can select your storage on your PVE node, and then here you can see an ISO image section where you can upload, or you can use links to download through the link itself. So when you paste your link URL here, you can query the URL. Here you can see that you have the Noble server image. The file size is 600 megabytes, and it has everything you want. Once you download, you can find the file here. What you can do is you can ls/var/lib visit template and ISO. So see, you can find your file there. Sorry. What you can do is change your directory to that folder. ls. Now you have your image file here. So basically what an image file is, it's a storage block. It's a hard drive, or you can just say it's an image of a disk where the operating system is ready, it's installed, it's pre-built, and it has all the components and packages that you need to run when you start a operating system. So for this image to run, what you need to do is run your virtual machine using this image. But before that, your uses and your daily what you actually want is differs from a person to person. So what tools would you like to have when you start a virtual machine? You need to be prepared about it. So most of this stuff like SSH and FTP, all those stuff, you have it. APT, package managers, and all the basic components, you have it ready inside the image file. But there might be some tool that you actually want, so or some services that you actually want, but it's probably not there. So there is something we can do about this problem. What you need is a tool called Virt Customize, and you can install the tool using this command. You can just search for install Virt Customize, and you can copy the command and just paste it in your virtual machine. And I already have this installed. So after you install this tool, what you can do is, so after installing, what you need to do is you need this command. So first let me explain this command. So sudo, of course you need to be a root administrator, virt customize -a, where you select the image file, -install, which is the package you want the image to have it inside of it. Then run command systemctl enable QEMU guest agent. So this service, QEMU, or however you want to pronounce it, QEMU agent is an agent that talks with your Proxmox host so that they can share resource uses and different kind of metrics and their availability, the services are running or not, shows different information like IP addresses and CPU uses, RAM uses, disk uses, and all that stuff. This is a small guest agent that runs on your virtual machine that talks with the host, the Proxmox node, and they share information between each other. So from your Proxmox you can do shutdown commands, restart, stop, and other commands and other information. It's a very nice add-on to have. So the Noble by default does not have this. We will be adding this before we even make the virtual machine. So after we do this, after we customize the image file, this will be enabled in all of the virtual machine, because we will be using this image file to make other virtual machines. So it's inbuilt, it's pre-built, and you can install other services and other tools and other packages however you want. So I have already done this. So what you need to do is, I'll just select the file here just to show you how the command, so that's how you do it. So after you do this, everything will be working together. So we have the image ready, .image file, which is the storage hard disk block of an operating system or a working system. So what you can do is you can start this image as an operating system, but before that what you actually need is a virtual machine template. So this template is going to help you create your other virtual machine, because as I said, this is just a storage block. So there are a lot of other components that you need to connect to this storage disk and this image file. So what do you want? You want CPU, you want RAM, you want storage, you want networking, and all those username, passwords, and all those components in this, so that when you start this virtual machine using this template or with this image, then you can start working right away. And this is just the first step or once that you need to do. After this, it's gonna be very smooth and very simple and very fast for your infrastructure. So here I have this bash script which does this automatically, but I'm gonna explain this to you. So here it's bin bash because it's a bash script. VMID, I have added the VMID. You can add it yourself. The VM name is this template, So everywhere you go, you see this cloud init. I'm gonna explain that in a minute. So the image file is the file where we just edited the image file. It's the location of the image file. The storage is local LVM because that's the storage required for from our PVE. So here we have qm create. This creates a virtual machine, and what it does is it imports disk, it sets VM ID, it selects network drives and storage drives. Here you can see we resize the disk to 20 GB. That's basic 20 GB for all the virtual machines that we will be making. We set the cloud init storage, and we select how it's gonna boot. Its boot order is SCSI. And what we also have is we have cloud init config. I'll show you this. Cloud init is very important. And then we have enabled the agent. This is the QEMA agent, which is required for Proxmox host to connect to the virtual machine and vice versa. So after you run this script, what you're going to see is, you can see this here. So here we have everything we need, and what you can do is you can just directly go here and clone and create a virtual machine out of it. But first, before that, what you need to select is cloud init. In cloud init, what you can set is, you can see here, you can see the username, the password, SSH public keys, and upgrading the packages, and IP config. IP is equals to DHCP, or you can add any static addresses as well. So here you can see in some of my machine I have some static IP addresses, which I'm gonna explain later. So what you need to do is, probably you don't have these all virtual machine and LXC containers. So what you can do is, after you write everything here, all you need to do is regenerate the image. And whenever now you want a virtual machine, it's very simple. This is the only time that you have to set it, and you only set it once. And now you clone this virtual machine template into a virtual machine. What you can do is, you can just right click, clone. You can give it a random 10,000 maybe, test VM01. What you can do is, you can add a resource pool. It's right, you don't have to, but you need to make sure that every time you make this, you make a full clone out of it. And the storage is the bigger one. We have 2 TB storage here, so local LVM is the right way to go. Local LVM, and then you just clone. So you wait for a while, see, you can see it spinning up. You can click this one. You just have to wait for a while. What you can also do is, you can go to console here. Okay, it's not starting up. You just wait for a while, it's cloning. So here you can see that we have the cloud init running. It upgrades, it's working, it's upgrading all the packages, it's setting up all the services, it's doing everything that a virtual machine requires to do. So we just wait for a while. All we need to do is just look at the screen, look at that. So what it's doing is, it's upgrading all the packages. It's gonna set the username, the password, the SSH key, and everything. Look at that, it's up, and it has the host name. Oh sorry, I think I mistyped my name, not my name actually, in the machine's name. It happens, it's not a big deal. So there you go, look at this, everything is running. See, cloud init at final stage. Look at this. This is the SSH key that we just added here. We can see Ubuntu, and then I'll type my password, and look at this. We have a running virtual machine. What you can also try is, you remember the QE agent that we installed? See, it's there and running. So yes, finally we have our virtual machine running from our virtual machine template, which is the right thing to do, because ISO, they are obsolete, and images are standardization, templates are scalable, and script is automation. So you can automatically create all the templates and all the stuff. And now in next video, I'm going to show you how I manage my infrastructure with no clicks. You use Terraform to scale and manage your infrastructure, your Proxmox infrastructure, and how I have created all this. But before that, what is required is a DNS server. What I use is Technetium, but all this stuff, I think the video is getting a bit longer. I'll create videos for all the chapters, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Comment if you have any thoughts or any suggestions or anything you would like to try. I'll make video on that as well. Thank you so much.